Good evening and welcome to NYNJPA weather. So what's going on this evening? Well, if you haven't noticed, it's raining in quite a bit. There is a lot of heavy rain that has developed over northeastern and eastern Pennsylvania and basically around the Delaware River, and that extends up into the southern Hudson Valley and is starting to expand towards New York City finally. The reason why the rain is not reaching New York City is that the best lifting, the best low-level convergence, so to speak, is focused more over eastern Pennsylvania along the Delaware River than New York City or Long Island or Connecticut. In Long Island and Connecticut, high pressure is having a better influence and thus keeping the air a little bit drier. So for the most part, expect scattered showers over Connecticut and Long Island. Not too bad, not too heavy, not widespread in any way, shape, or form. As you move west towards New York City, the showers and thunderstorms become more widespread, better potential for heavier downpours this evening. And then for New Jersey and much of eastern Pennsylvania, periods of heavy rain can be expected. The heaviest rain will fall this evening over eastern Pennsylvania and especially northeastern Pennsylvania, where several different lifting mechanisms are coming together to produce some heavy rainfall. Those lifting mechanisms will be orographic lifting, the east wind moving up along the Appalachian Mountains and the Pocono Mountains, the lifting from the stationary front, and the lifting from the remnants of the strong to severe thunderstorms over the southern mid-Atlantic. So how long is this going to last? Well, it looks like for now that the best lifting and best dynamics is going to remain over much of the northern mid-Atlantic through tonight into tomorrow morning. But high pressure that is currently over Quebec is going to start to build down towards Maine tonight and then off the northern New England coast by tomorrow morning. Now as a result, that high pressure system is going to be able to build further south and west into the northern mid-Atlantic, initially over Connecticut and Long Island, with clearing skies most likely by tomorrow afternoon over extreme eastern Connecticut. And those clearing skies and drier air is going to continue to work its way south and west slowly through the day tomorrow and into Saturday morning. The backdoor cold front, meanwhile, will slowly sink to the south and west through the Washington, D.C. metro, and as a result, the heavier rainfall will be focused more and more to central Pennsylvania and Maryland and Virginia rather than eastern Pennsylvania. So we still have to deal with some periods of heavy rain, but the high pressure is going to eventually win out over the next few days. And by Saturday afternoon, many locations will be dry. There still will be a threat of a few scattered showers, but nowhere near as what we're seeing tonight. So by Sunday, it's going to be beautiful. So what about the rest of the week? By Monday, we'll have a completely different type of upper level pattern setting up for the entire northern mid-Atlantic and the East Coast for that matter. The strong trough that was sitting over the Canadian Maritimes is going to lift up towards Greenland, and we're going to have a nice strong block setting up over the northern Atlantic. That's going to keep a trough that's over the Great Lakes in place throughout the entire week. Now, when you're on the eastern side of the trough, you're in a southwesterly flow. And what that means is that the warm, moist air that's over the Tennessee River Valley is going to try to drive up through the mid-Atlantic. And that includes New York City and Philadelphia. So Monday, we'll see dry conditions still, but we'll also see a beginning increase of humidity throughout the region, and temperatures will start to get a little bit warmer in the mid to upper 80s. By the middle of the week, notice that we still have that southwesterly flow. The upper level pattern hasn't really changed all that much. The upper level low is starting to weaken, but still the cold front that is associated with this trough is stuck to the west of the northern mid-Atlantic, and that's going to keep us in a hot and humid pattern. So expect temperatures in the mid to upper 80s, possibly some lower 90s. I think that the GFS MOS guidance that is available online is a little bit too cool, and I think that's because of convective feedback error. There's just way too many showers and thunderstorms associated with the model guidance for my liking. So we're going to be in a southwesterly flow. We're going to have showers and thunderstorms in the area, and we're going to have a potential for some of those thunderstorms to become severe. The good news, though, is that by the end of the week, the trough is going to start to lift out. Notice again the upper level low is nowhere near as strong as what it was at the beginning of the week. The block in the Atlantic starts to weaken. Our cold front moves through on Thursday night, and by Friday morning we start to get drier, cooler air into the northern mid-Atlantic once again. So it really does look like our weekend is looking a lot better, at least next weekend, with temperatures around 80 degrees, dew points low, and a very, very comfortable weather pattern setting up for the end of next week into next weekend. This is NYNJPA Weather, providing you with the latest weather information. Visit nynjpaweather.com and find out all about our premium membership, where you find out more about the weather without the hype and only the forecast.